What's up everybody, Blue Move here. I've decided to create a series of short videos on the little flows in my favorite game, XCOM2. If you play XCOM2, you will have experienced what you're about to see probably dozens if not thousands of times. This happens to be a long World 2 mission, but the point I'm making is the same for the vanilla version of the game as well, and I'll try to do that in the following videos as well. You'll also notice that I'm using only technicals. That's because that's the challenge I'm currently playing on my channel. Anyway, you see me checking my squad, getting my bearings. Let's watch the clip and then we'll talk about it. Looking around, ideally this building, the top of that building will be great. But at this stage really I want to know... I'm on it. For some reason I keep thinking that... Oh, really? And here it is. This is exactly the kind of thing I hate in the interaction between XCOM and civilians. Now, I'm sure nobody wants to see anything like this in XCOM 3. Hell, I'd love to see this fix in XCOM 2 to be honest, and I don't know if any modders are listening. I'm afraid I wouldn't really be able to implement what I'm about to suggest. Anyway, I've given it some thought, and I think I have an interesting solution that would turn what is basically no more than a nuisance in XCOM 2 into potentially an addition to the game, an extra variable to the already complex campaigns that I'm sure we'll be playing one day in XCOM 3. So, I think the main issue is that as long as civilians are either an asset to defend, boring, or snitches who go crying to Mama Viper every time they see an XCOM operative, annoying, then commanders all over the world will always take extreme pleasure in murdering them. I'm not innocent, none of us here is, but they deserve it. I also believe that getting rid of civvies altogether from combat areas is possibly worse than the system we have, because of course they add a lot to the atmosphere of a campaign, saving the planet and all that stuff. So, would it be so daring to think of a system whereby XCOM, the general population and the enemy, whatever they might turn out to be, play an equal role and balance their relationships according to actions that the players take? XCOM might get points for rescuing civilians, or extra pods might be added to a mission because commanders might be offered to stay on an extra round and save a bunch of people trapped by Advent nearby. A haven defense might then be a chance for XCOM to raise their reputation with the public, giving more weight to the number of civilians extracted. More civilians, more points. And what would XCOM do with these rep points, I hear you ask? Well, on a map such as the one we've just seen, civvies might approach XCOM operatives and reveal the location of a pod, or give a special item, or provide intel for future missions. But what if XCOM were to be naughty and kill civvies by accident, of course? Oh no, that wouldn't do, not at all. Or maybe let a haven get destroyed, or pass up on too many rescue missions. What if you really are a bad commander? Well then of course expect civvies to sneak up on you, snitch on you, sell you to the first mutant that works around the corner, and we will have probably deserved it. So, the gist of it is that I'm willing to take this BS if it is actually part of a system that rewards or penalizes commanders on the basis of their interaction with the population, not just as plain, poorly conceived BS game mechanics. I've had a look at some of the mods currently available, but I only found minor tweaks to the way civilians work. If I missed anything, make sure to let me know in the comments. I also wanted to mention that although Chimera's code was a step in the right direction in addressing this issue, it clearly didn't take the opportunities highlighted in this video. What do you think? Could this work? Can you suggest improvements, or maybe something completely different that you think would work better? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. I'm currently also planning a series on these little broken bits of game mechanics in XCOM 2 and possibly other games in the future. So, if you like this kind of constructive way of picking at our favorite games, consider subscribing to my channel so that you won't miss out on future content. I'm Blue Move. Thank you for watching.